I I don't know what to talk about right now. I'm Joel Castro, and that's the most I can say at the moment. But I just saw something that. Let me start over. Recently, a video got posted here on Gamer Just Gamer. It was from that black guy, Richard Sheffield, for those who want to know his real name. He talked about something that upset me. Now, he talked about a game coming out. It's called Theater Rhythm Final Fantasy. Now, when you hear Final Fantasy, you think, oh, awesome, another RPG. Sweet. If you've ever played a Final Fantasy game, you know how awesome it is, if it's your thing. And Final Fantasy fans, they love the series. They love one or two games out of the entire series. Me personally, I didn't get a start on the series till Final Fantasy 12 came out, and even then I started finding the games. Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 6, which is my personal favorite, Final Fantasy 10, which I like a lot, except for Tidus. Ugh. But Final Fantasy fans love the series to death. Theater Rhythm Final Fantasy is not going to be an RPG. It's not even going to be an adventure game like all other Final Fantasies are. You venture out and you discover stuff. It's going to be a music rhythm game. Oh, God. Square Enix, I have 3 words for you. What the fuck? Are you trying to kill one of my favorite video game series? Are you seriously trying to kill off a legendary video game series in the gaming industry? I mean, I know you have a lot of other RPGs. You have Dragon Quest. You had Legend of Dragoon. You have Kingdom Hearts, for crying out loud. And of all the series, you could slowly try to kill off. And I'm not saying you should. Don't pull a Capcom and try to kill off a series like they did to Mega Man. Fuck you, Capcom. But a music game? A rhythm music game? Why? Just why? Now, Square Enix is a company that makes pretty good games. They help make pretty good games. They helped develop Batman Arkham Asylum. They helped make Deus Ex Human Revolution, which is a fantastic game. I love it. They created Kingdom Hearts, which I'm a fan of. It's not one of my favorite game series, but I'm a fan of it. I like it. I like the series. I heard from Gareth they made Legend of Dragoon, but I looked it up. I don't see Square Enix anywhere. If they probably developed it and decided not to put their names in the credits, I'm not sure. But yeah, and also Square Enix, back when they were SquareSoft, they made probably my favorite old school RPG of all time, Chrono Trigger, which is also now tied with Shadow of the Colossus as being my favorite game of all time. I'm really trying to decide which one I like better. But these guys made pretty good games. But their business practices of late have been questionable to what the fuck. I think it all started with Final Fantasy X-2, trying to change the formula a little too much. And then they came out with 12, the first Final Fantasy game I ever played. And while it's good, I like it. I liked playing it. It deviated a little too much. You could fight anywhere. You could fight anywhere without being sent to a fight screen. People could carry whatever weapon they want, which was fine. A little different from Final Fantasy, but it works for what the game is. And they made Final Fantasy 13, and everyone got in an uproar. I'm not even gonna bother. Let's just say, though it's one of the weakest entries in the series, I like it. I don't love it. But not right now. I don't love it, but I like it. I like playing it. But this, what they're doing in the Final Fantasy, a rhythm game. Look, if I want to play a rhythm game, I'd play fucking Guitar Hero or DJ Hero or any other game that doesn't have the Final Fantasy name on it. Sorry for my rage, but this upsets me. It's like if they decided to make Legend of Zelda a rhythm game. I'd rage. I'd rage harder than this, but if they decide to do something like this to The Legend of Zelda, I'd fucking... This makes me mad. It really does. Richard explained a little bit more of it than I could, but look this up. Look up Theater Rhythm Final Fantasy, and you'll see why he and I are in such a twist over this. A rhythm game. For crying out loud. Square. You're pulling a Capcom and trying to kill off Final Fantasy, like Capcom did the Mega Man and are slowly doing the Resident Evil. God. Just fucking why? I can't. I'm done talking about this. I can't. This has been Joel Castro. And Square Enix can go fucking die!